spin it back.
What is up, guys? It is Turbo here and welcome. This is Oxford United episode 147, and we finally get to play Manchester City, who are top by 5 points. Then we also have to play West Ham, who are like 17th, something silly, but they have a good team. So the most important game of the season has finally arrived. Manchester City, they are 5 points in front of us, and if we beat them we will cut that down to 2. Obviously, good maths there. But really, I was very surprised. In the first 20 minutes, we were all over Manchester City. That cross, they're coming in. Eventually, we worked the ball out to Tanasov, who goes for a finesse shot just inside the edge of the box. And it was again him, you know, having another snatch at goal, and Joe Hart saved his initial effort. But the rebound went straight into Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's path. And he literally, like, this is the most literal form possible, he nodded the ball in. I don't know what Clichy was doing there, by the way. He should have been tracking him, but he did give us a 1-0 lead in the 8th minute, and like I said, it was an early 20-30 minute domination from us, and we quickly added another goal to the tally with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain providing the other goal as well in the 11th minute. His left foot sweetly striking the ball along the floor, down under Joe Hart into the bottom right-hand corner of the net. Joe Hart couldn't get to it, and that made it 2-0, and we were very happy with this result, that we could keep up the pressure. Tanasov with a long-range goal never going in, and he did actually set through Lucas Piazon, and just the pace and the passing of Tanasov, Lucas Piazon and Oxlade-Chamberlain, they're all amazing. Pedro Ramirez from the corner didn't quite beat Joe Hart, but you know, the corner was a really good one, and luckily for Man City it wasn't 3-0, but they had their first chance there, and they finally started to come into the game around the 25th minute. You see here, this is another 30th minute. They started to put those crosses in for Dzeko and Adebayor and Balotelli to attack. I'm not sure who was playing. A nice little skill by Adebayor there, then a really important save by Cech to deny them scoring, making it 2-1. That would have turned the game on its head. Milner there really should have been doing better, should have taken that shot much earlier, but Petr Cech managed to get out to him in time. And here we have Joe Hart on the ball, luckily, and somehow managed to hold it despite all the Oxford United pressure. Into the second half now, Pedro Ramirez made a very vital interception there to deny Manchester City scoring, but this was the time when Manchester City would shine, and I could feel it coming. Adebayor there with the header that was just practically in the hands of Petr Cech. A long-range shot from Tanasov, but that was never going in, and I don't know really why I take them, but a finesse shot by Lucas Piazon was rebounded off the defender, and Tanasov just couldn't quite get to it, and Oxlade-Chamberlain picked up the scraps, but it couldn't do anything with it. But like I said, Man City were coming into the game, and they pretty much, well, scored. It was about time. In the 77th minute, Adam Johnson goes through and scores coolly and calmly to make Man City, you know, have a little bit of hope, you know, a tiny glimmer. 2-1, but we did manage to hold out in the last 10 minutes. You see, this is the 90th minute, the last chance of the match. Vinsky manages to get his hand on the ball, but did not have enough power or accuracy to beat Joe Hart. The final score was thankfully 2-1 to us. Like I said, Manchester City were in the middle quarter of the game, really. Middle third of the game, really. They were the better team. The last 20 minutes and the first 20 minutes of the first half, and the first 20 minutes of the second half. Yeah, you understand. But yeah, anyway, moving on to the next match, and we start off with the game against West Ham. And then a really nice chance here, Paulo Machado. I don't know how you pronounce it. Going through and nearly scores, but Petr Cech managed to deny him before Tanasov scores one more goal of the season to add to his tally and his collection. He is really, truly the league's top scorer, on form, level and everything, and he is a tank. Look at this. This shot is so deadly and so accurate. It goes straight into the top corner. No one can stop it, and to be honest, you know, West Ham aren't the best team at defending, but that makes it 1-0 in the 12th minute. Again, a nice early start, and they nearly chipped over Petr Cech there, who luckily managed to hold on to the ball. And you see we have another chance here with Zibazon Kaiser. He went for the little chip over the keeper, but I really think he should have smashed that instead of going for the chip. But it'd be much better outcome. But Craig Gordon once again had to be called into action to deny Tanasov, and Zibazon Kaiser was never going to score that with his right foot. And Sordell was just somehow amazingly inchly close to scoring, but he hit the post with his smash, as is his trademark, really, into again in the first half. But we were forced into a nice little bit of defending there by West Ham. They were you know, they were starting to come into the match a little bit more, but we really surely should have been so many goals in front by now. Even into the second half, we were still keeping up the pressure, keeping up our attack, keeping up all the hard work that we had. West Ham really should have scored that. I think that was Barrera there on the ball who missed the header. But Defoe was denied fantastically by Petr Cech, who is the man of this episode, really. I don't give that award off on him, but he is without a doubt a tank this episode. Denied West Ham and Man City time and time again. Punched out all the crosses, caught all the balls in the box that were loose, and Soldau still can't score in this episode, which is a bit of a piss take, really. But I made all three of my substitutions here, and I brought Mr. F on for Atanasov, and look at the impact he had. Pedro Ramirez won the ball. Mr. F took it on his chest, ran the defender who was left flat-footed, and he goes for the finesse shot, ran the keeper. Craig Gordon does well to save it and parry it, but then it parries it straight into the path of Mr. F once again. And with the open net, he has no option other than to score. And why would he not score? But that is an example of an instant substitution, really making an impact right away. Really good touch to go past the defender in the first couple of minutes as well, but that made it 2-0. And then it was West Ham's turn to attack and come into the match a little bit more. John Carew, of all people, they're going through. Again, Petr Cech being the man that denies him. He went for the chip, and Karen Fry here really should have been doing better. He smashed the ball straight at the keeper. Could have made it 3-0. That was in the 88th minute, and we did have to hold out for one final chance in the 90th minute. This was actually added time. West Ham did get a goal back. Jay Collinson, sorry, can't read that. Did grab a goal back, but it was by far too late for West Ham. A really bad bit of defending there by my right back. I think that was backed. That made it 2-1, but that was how the score stayed on me. West Ham didn't have enough time to attack me, and I did keep the ball quite securely from them. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this episode. Before we go, as always, I will leave you with the league table. 2 wins this episode, 1 over Manchester City, means that we are top of the league. Man City lost their other game as well, so we will keep that position hopefully next episode. Yeah, guys, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you could leave a comment below, that'd be appreciated, and bye.